Hi, Scrappy friends. Welcome to my video and welcome to our third video in our little mini series of taking the Creative Memories 110 scrapbooking ideas and sketchbook and taking those layouts that have a lot of pattern on them and creating title pages. So yes, this is our third video and I'm probably going to take a little pause after this video. I want to come back to this series. I just want to get onto some other creative things, and I'll have three title pages now that when this is done, and so that's good, but I do want to make a few more, so I'll come back in a month or so and pick up this mini series again, because I think that you guys are enjoying this based on the amount of kind comments that I'm getting and all the likes. I really do appreciate all of that, and it really lets me know that you're enjoying it. Like I said, I'll pause, but I will come back. But for now, today we're going to go to page 60 in our book, and we're going to work on this sketch right here. So once again, we have another sketch that has a lot of patterned paper. Overall, I think it's a pretty easy sketch. It just has those 12 strips of horizontal paper going across, and those strips are cut out with a border making cartridge. And in this case, if you're following along or you want to play along with this sketch, then you can pick out any of your chain border making cartridges will work for this design. Okay, we'll talk more about that in a minute. So each one of the circle strips going across the page represents the border punch, and it's cut out 12 times with 12 different pieces of patterned paper. And then I do really like the circular elements, so we're going to take a look at that and see if we like it on our finished page. At the end, once we get the strips adhered down to our background piece, then we will trim it and add a frame style foundation just like it shows here in the sketch, because I do like that technique. Okay, so come on back to my desk and I'll try to explain to you what papers I have chosen. I have 12 pieces that I wanted to put on this background. I immediately jumped to the Tropic Time collection because this is going to go in my 2021 album, and for that album I'm using a teal album cover. It's the Bermuda Teal is what it's called. It's a beautiful album, and I just thought once you open it I should have these vibrant colors introducing the year as we open the book, but I don't typically think about that or even care, but I just, for some reason, I was just drawn to the fact like, hey, you have Tropic Time, you have this beautiful album cover, they go very well together. So I picked the Tropic Time designer paper pack, and I picked some pieces from the Tone on Tone paper pack as well. So then I needed some more paper, so I dipped into my Totally Tonal Baby Blue, and this is why these Totally Tonal packs are my friend, because I love to just pull out a piece here and there when I need it. I picked out some from Baby Blue as well as from the new Purple Ice. I even picked out a couple of papers from my Polar Lights collection because I felt like this went so well with Tropic Time and Totally Tonal, Baby Blue, and Purple Ice. So I hope that you agree. Okay, for my background, right now I have this piece from the Tropic Time Tone on Tone. It's a white piece with some gray little spotted triangles. I felt like a light color would kind of be easy on the eye, and I wanted something in the background, very subtle, and I thought this fit perfectly. So for now, that's going to be my base page, but I'm going to show you what else I'm going to consider at the end here. I'm going to bring in my papers and show you what I decided. So I'm going to try and use this scrap of orange. It's like, this came from the Tropic Time collection, and I love it. I'm going to try and maneuver that into the BMC paper holder and see if I can get it to fit. Then next, I'm going to bring in that same piece, but in the turquoise. Okay, I'm going to be looking at the backs too, because a couple of them I might be pulling in the back side. So this one, for example, this is the green that matches with the little triangles, like our white came from the Tropic Time Tone on Tone. I love the green, but I also love the yellow on the back, so I'll be doing both of those. Then I'll be pulling in this piece from Polar Lights. It's blue, it's light blue, it has the little triangles. I thought it was perfect. Then I want to get some more orange. So I pulled in this one from the Tropic Time collection, and I will not be using the back side. It's too light for the energy that I want to go for. And then some more turquoise, again from Tropic Time, the designer paper pack, not the back side. And then also from Polar Lights, I have this striped piece. I thought that just added a little bit of depth and a little bit more depth to our patterns, having the darker colors and the stripes. From the Totally Tonal Baby Blue, I love this star piece. In the back side is the ombre, which I'm not opposed to using that side either. So we'll see if I need extra pieces or I feel like my colors scale is off, I will dip into that. I have this green piece from, again, from the Tropic Time Tone on Tone. It's that triangle print, and the stripe on the back is pretty nice as well. So if I need to, I would pull in that. I have this purple from the Totally Tonal Purple Ice. It's that darker, richer purple. And then the last one from the Purple Ice was this one with the little bursts on it. So there's 11 pattern papers, but I know for sure I'll be pulling in the 12th one will be that yellow. The last thing I'm going to show you before I get to punching is this is the alternate piece that I'm considering for the background. So instead of the white, I'm thinking that I want to maybe bring in this turquoise, but I want to wait till everything is punched out because I am not sure if it's going to be too much. I think the white will kind of give me a place for my eyes to rest, but I really love this one as well. I'm going to bring in my border making system, the housing unit and the paper tray, and then my cartridge that I'm going to use is the mirrored scallop. Now this is very similar to the one they used in the inspiration piece, but that's not my goal. My goal wasn't to recreate the inspiration. I just like this one. I thought it was very soft and very delicate. This is still available if you don't have this one. I haven't used this in a while, and I'm so happy. I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to give it a workout today and punch out 12 strips. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, if you don't have this one, it is still available and worth adding to your toolbox. What I originally was going to use, when I say that this one was softer and a little bit gentler on the eye, the first one I was going to choose was the new brocade chain punch. And I love this punch. I've talked about this before. I love the curliness of it and how it kind of looks like a vine to me. I really wanted to give this one a workout, but I did a couple sample strips and I actually thought it was a little too much with the curly Q. And once I put a few on the page, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not too sure about that. So I wanted something a little softer. So I went for the mirrored scallop. So I hope that you agree when we create this title page. Let me put this into the housing. If you're not sure how to use the border making system, I do have a video for that. I'll link it at the end of this video. So go take a look at that. But for right now, since I have to cut out 12 different pieces, I am going to put you on fast forward. You could watch along as I punch them out. Then I'll be right back and we will arrange the strips onto our background piece and also decide which one of the background pieces that we should use. Okay? So hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I have my 12 different pattern papers all cut out with that beautiful double scalloped punch. It's just beautiful. And let's go ahead and bring back in those background pieces and see which one we like. We'll start with the white and see if what we think. I'm going to just put the triangles facing up. And not going to have any rhyme or reason. I'm just going to kind of stagger them and we'll play with placement a little bit as we go through here. I'm trying to recall, I had like some orange, and then we can add some green, bring that yellow in, and maybe the blue. Like I said, we'll play with placement and see which background we like. Now some of them you'll see I maybe didn't do the straightest cut, but I don't think it's gonna matter. It might. It looks a little wobbly, but I think it's probably gonna be okay. I'll try and put those in the center actually, because I'll be covering that up with either a nameplate or a photo, like we were doing on a nameplate like we did on the last two videos. Okay, if you haven't seen those videos, I will link the playlist at the end of this video as well, and go back and take a look. So I'm just going to move a few things around here. I kind of want this pattern more in the center, and I would like the purple to maybe be up here a little more, and maybe the blue, and then the green. When I put them on, I will try and make them as straight as I can. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you probably know that's not always an easy thing for me to do, but I will try and get these as straight across as possible. So I'm just going to scoot all these up, and there we go. It'll look like that. So you can see that is a very wild looking page, but you do get to use your pattern paper. So that's pretty nice, right? Let's put this one aside and let's bring in this turquoise piece and see which one we like better. Okay, I like that one too. It looks really nice. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought the white was going to help with the rest of your eye, but I'm actually kind of liking it better on this turquoise piece. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep it on there. So what I'm going to do now is, and I have 12 pieces, I think the colors, I am going to redo this one. I think I'm not happy with that. It just really, for some reason, I keep looking at that bump right there, how it kind of staggers. So I'll fix that, and I will get these all adhered on. Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I got everything adhered down. And now that was that was fun to try and measure all that, and no, it wasn't really fun. So what I did was I started to keep like a nice even amount between each one, and I started at the top and came down, and then decided to go up from the bottom. And when I got to the middle section, I had room to add one more strip, and I did have to kind of move a few of them around. That did give me a little bit of a challenge, but so I went ahead and I picked purple and put that strip here. While I was gone, I also redid the green strip because it was really wobbly, and this green one is a little bit too, but I'm going to keep it. It wasn't as bad. This one was really bad. And then another thing I did was I had this piece of paper from the Polar Lights collection, and when I put it on here, I thought it just stood out way too much, so I flipped it over and I used this piece here instead. So those were the changes that I made while I was away, and now I'm ready to continue on with this layout. Let me bring in my trimmer, and so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a 1/4 inch off of each side, and we're going to give it a frame style foundation. And I decided I love this blue, so I'm going to use this as the background, as the frame or the matting of my page here. So it's a 1/2 inch. So yes, I will be cutting off a little bit of my decoration. If you look closely at the inspiration, that's what I'll throw it up here on the screen real quick, that they ended up cutting theirs too, I noticed. But if you didn't want to do that, then you could always scoot them up. I had room here in the center. I could have scooted everything up, and then I would have had just a 1/4 inch and saved my scallop. But since I didn't do that, then I will be trimming a 1/4 inch off of each side. And then I will be also gutting this star paper. So I'll put you on fast forward for just a short moment, and I'll be right back. Okay. And then it will be just like that. So there we go. Yep, it's very busy background, but I kind of do like the repeating pattern. It's kind of fun and playful. So what are we going to do for the decorations on here? I'm going to bring back in this piece because I think now that I have it behind there, I also want to bring it forward onto the front of the layout. And I'm going to, on this one, I'm going to give it a place for a photo and a place for our name. So I'm going to assume I'm going to put a 4.5. I don't have a photo picked out, but I'm going to leave enough so that I could put a 4x6 horizontal photo on here. Okay, so I'll do a 4.5 by 6.5, and that will go probably like that. And then my idea is to get another piece and maybe overlap it. So maybe this needs to come up a little higher. We'll play with that some more. And then, oh, actually maybe this will be big enough. What I would like to do is to double mat this. And so for the double mat, if I want something a little bit more oomph, I could put this one, which I like this one. So that's 4.5. So I will make it 4.25 by, and I'll do by 6.25. And then for this one, I will do, let's see, 4.25 by 3.25. Let's see. Yep. Okay, let me put this away. And it will look like this. There we go. So a photo will go here. And our name and year will go here. And I'm still liking the idea of bringing in that circular element here. So I think I'll bring in the orange. Let's scoot all this over and make the circle element out of the orange. So what I'll do is, let's see, I'm just gonna lay these on here and see how much I want. So that's the small circle, and then this would be the medium circle. I think I'm gonna go with the medium circle and just give it an outside cut. In fact, I'll just bring it to the corner, save myself some paper, and make that cut right here on the corner, and just take a chunk of that. Okay, and that way it'll go over here like that. I do really like that, and that will give us a place that we can embellish. And then I'm going to cut a small one and see if we can incorporate this somewhere on the layout. I'll use red since I have it here. It might be too big. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, let's put this aside and bring our layout back in. There we go. It'll look like that. So let me get this adhered down and get the letters for my nameplate, gather up some embellishments, and we'll be back to finish this up. Okay? Hold on. So I am back, and if you're enjoying this video or this series, I would really like it if you click that like button and give me that thumbs up. It really does help to spread my content through YouTube so more scrappy friends can find us. So I thank you for doing that, and I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's continue. So I was able to finish off the name card, and I used up some old stickers that I've had in my stash. These are like little chipboard stickers that are actually, they were kind of horrible. I had to glue each one on because they don't have any sticky left on them. They're falling all over the bag. And I was able to also bring in some little mini vintage creative memory stickers, which was very exciting. Okay, so I'm gonna put that name card right around there. I won't adhere this part down under the picture until so I can slide the picture in. And I'm going to do some embellishing. I'm going to embellish right here, here, and up here. Okay, just a little bit. So I'm going to pull in some elements from the Tropic Time collection. And this cute frame came with the embellishment set. And I love it. The palm trees, it looks very California to me, so I like that. And then I'm going to bring in a leaf and stick it right under there. And then top it off with a sticker from the sticker sheet that says Wild and Free. And I'll put it right on top like that. It will cover up that frame perfectly. Okay? And I love that down there. It looks very festive and fun. And then over here, I used this Mandeville flower punch that just recently came out, and I punched this for another layout and then I didn't use it. So I thought I'm going to bring it in here. Now I don't have pink necessarily on this page, but I have a little pink over here now, so I think that it's going to be perfect. The flower fits perfectly right there. I love it. And then I'm going to bring in another leaf die cut and have that right behind the nameplate. And then I'm going to bring in my word stickers. Now on the sticker sheet, there was this one that said hashtag the good life. And I loved that. So I put that up onto some foam, and I'm going to stick that probably like right around here and move up the leaf a little bit. And up here, I went back to my sticker sheet and found this little sun, popped it up on a little bit of foam. Going to put that right up there. And then this other sticker from the word sheet that said these moments. I took off the sticky a little bit on that edge because I want it to overlap my photo a little bit, and then the rest could be stuck down. And then I'm going to put the sun right on top. So I have words in each of the little cluster areas, and I'm done. I love it. I think that it came out good. I think once I added the place for the photo, the name card, and these little bit of embellishments, it really toned down that background and it doesn't make it look so super busy. And I think it's going to be great. I like it. Not necessarily sure I would do this one again. It is just a little bit too much pattern paper for my taste, but I hope that you guys really give it a try. So I've really enjoyed this little mini series creating these title pages using the 110 scrapbooking ideas and sketchbook, picking out some designs I otherwise probably wouldn't even give a try, but I'm really glad I did, and now I have 3 title pages done. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, I'll be back maybe in a couple months and do a few more to try out some more of the sketches in the book. So until then, take care everybody, and if you need some more inspiration, look right here. I'll post the playlist from our series and then one other special video for you. So until next time everybody, take care and bye-bye.